What's up, everybody? It's Jeffrey Lyles welcoming you to another edition of Lyles Figure Files. Happy Thursday. One more day to go before our weekend is upon us. Super Bowl weekend. I'm more excited about tonight, not just because we get to do another installment of Lyles Figure Files, but because tonight is NFL Honors. And tonight, Roger Craig, the legendary 49ers running back, finally gets inducted to the NFL Hall of Fame. And I'm really hoping that Todd McFarlane, wherever he is right now, is glued to the TV watching that and going, I haven't made a figure of Roger Craig yet. So hopefully this will give him a little bit more incentive to make a figure of one of the best, one of my favorite players, high stepping Roger Craig to the McFarlane sports line, because it's like, man, really need him. When I met McFarlane back at, was that 2015, 2016 at New York Comic Con, I was like, we need more 49ers. So hopefully this will spur him to make some more legendary ones, not just the current roster members. So we'll see. Anyway, hopefully everyone is doing awesome. Had a great week so far. A lot of cool figure reveals as always. We got a tease of another one. At least one G.I. Joe Classified Series figure will be revealed next week. Fingers crossed it'll be a cool one. Apparently it's going to be a new figure, so I'm excited about that. Before I get any further with the show, let me make sure to shout out the Lyles Figure Files VIP members. That's Jamelin Parks, Blake Tarpley, Lefty Two Lions, BK, James Green, David Thanos, Lawson Wallace, Henry G, Ryan Daly, Jay Woods, Tom Finn 2018, MOC Turtle, Robert Hayes, Nathan William, Retro Robo Toys. That is everyone who's been back in this channel for a year. Also, the other VIP members, DJ No Good, Pixelated Poses, Graham Tuttle, John Morrissey, Vintage Bob, Doom Customs, Kwame Taylor, Alan, Bro, and Vince. So many now that I have to take a breath before I read off everybody. So that is very awesome. Thank you for continuing to support this channel. I appreciate you all so much. Also, I want to give a shout out to the super supporters, Lawson Wallace, Retro Robo Toys, Jason Lyles, my little brother, and Nathan William. Thank you all so much as well. Now the official cool business out of the way, let's say what's up to everybody here in the chat, see where we're going. And as always, I will star your comments if you're answering the question of the day for tonight's episode. But I will say what's up, just so you know that I saw you. Howdy, partners. What up, Snake Eyes? How you doing tonight? Justin Solo. Jeff, what a dude, chat. What's up, Justin? Now, what does your shirt say on there? Join the Autobots or join the Transformers? All about the village. Yo. What's up? No. Oh, steak and eggs. Ha, man. It is. I really wish I had a figure with some steak and eggs right now. It's week 2 of The Snow Hasn't Melted Yet. So today I went back out and took some more photos in the snow, making good use of my lunch break hour. So that was pretty cool. I finally opened up my Tripwire figure. He has been sitting there for months and months and months. And I was like, wait, I've got 2 Cobra snakes. I can do one of my favorite scenes from G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero, aka the Master Vice. And I'm still kind of deciding if I want to create a photograph igloo of sorts where I can have a little tunnel showing the Joes entering in there where the snakes are. But I need a lot more snow apparently to really pull that off. We'll see what happens as the snow melts more, because it's still really caked up ice. So the temperatures are not getting any warmer. But here's what I shot today. And this was fun, having Scarlet, Snake Eyes, Snow Job, and Tripwire. No Flash as of yet. I will do this entire thing all over again when I do get Flash. Anthony Gambelio, I believe is his last name, without looking at anything. I know his first name is Anthony, middle initial S. But man, this is so much fun. I love the way the snow we got here is looking. We had some deer coming through the front yard, munching on the branches, shrubs, but they have not messed up my snow yet, which I really appreciate. So that was cool. And then I got another shot. I took this one. Now this one clearly is the full on behind the scenes shot, and I'm gonna have to do a little editing. And I, of course, love the Pyramid of Darkness, my favorite of the Joe miniseries because it featured my favorite Joes. And I was like, man, I still need some leopard seals, but here's my water, and I had to arrange this up a little bit. Took the shovel, got some of that freshly scrubbed snow, poured it on top here. Got my little glacier block for Alpine and Bazooka. Had to wait for it to melt up just enough so I could stick his gun in there. No jacket for Bazooka, so he's super cold. And then I've got Storm Shadow, 2 Crimson Guard, Cobra Officer. None of them, at least the Cobra Trooper, had a winter gear outfit. And in the background, you'll notice a guy with no shirt is about to come in and help save the day. So you can kind of get an idea of what I'm going to do when I crop this out. But this was really fun. And really quick, just to give you a sense of my insanity. So I was out and I was pretty happy and like really hyped, and I had taken a photo earlier, and then it dawned on me that I took it completely wrong. This was the original version, which you won't see, where I was like, yeah, Major Blood, because he was there in that mission where they're out there. But of course, it was Storm Shadow, and not with the Snow Serpents. He was there with 2 Crimson Guards, which made no sense, and Cobra Trooper. So I had this shot all doctored up, ready to go, and it was like, wait a second, all wrong. So I had to go back out, reshoot it, and do the whole thing over again. But I'm pretty happy with the end result. So that is more of my snow fun. I still have this big mamma jamma, the Wendigo. So I'm hoping to pull him out there into the snow soon. And gonna use this guy. You can see kind of where I'm going with this. And I gotta grab Hulk off the shelf. And then gotta make use of this amazing saber tooth out in the snow too. So lots of snow pictures still to come. So if you've seen my Instagram, thank you for checking those out. Back to the chat. Yo, Blade Harper, what's up? Howdy, partners. The king is in the building. Wait a second. Yes, I mashed up all your catchphrases. Sup, Jeff? Sup, Figure Fouls? Crew. Well done, Blade Tarpley. How are you, my friend? David Thanos. What's up, y'all? Are you ready? Yes, I'm always ready. How about you, David Thanos? Chandler Parks, what up, though? Yeah, I'm worried about that too, David Thanos. Blake, they're gonna hit you with copyright infringement. All right, I'm starring yours. I'm done for. Jalen starring yours as well. And this one. What's up, G Brew? How are you tonight? And starring that one. Yes, and I feel like that might be the thing. He does want to know. The people want to know. Brian P. for reals. Are everyone arriving early to class? And here I am in true high school fashion, strolling in as the bell rings. Whatever. Gen X don't care. Hey, man, as long as we're there. The party didn't start till we arrive, right? The bell doesn't ring for 4 minutes. 3 minutes. You got the figure art Cyclops. He's a bit short. Which one is that? Is that the Gamerverse one? Omega 579. Hey. What's happening? What's going on with you, Omega? What's up, Ryan Daly? How are you tonight? Then Doom. Evening, Figure Files crew. Happy Thursday. Into my main man, 100 grand, Jeffrey. What it is? What's up, man? How are you tonight? What's up, Maurice? How are you tonight? Good time zone, all to you as well. And Lost in, what's up? I'm starring yours. And Justin says my wish list for the year would be my very first hot toy. Motu Chronicles, Animal Warriors of the Kingdom, Marvel Legends, Funko Pop, Like I Need More, Black Series, and Classified. Yeah, there's a lot. Lawson goes. Hello, everyone. It's time to hit the like. Hi, Jeff. Hey, Lawson. And the Loud Figure Files crew. Let me see if you are not the only one here. But if not, I will make sure to mention it soon. King Elector. I thought I've already heard from you. Wait, that was Blake. The King is in the building. What's up, y'all? What's up, King Elector? Justin says, I dig that hoodie, Jeff. It looks cool. Thank you first. So it is totally fabricated. There's another shirt. It's a very thin hoodie, which I love. So it'll fit under all of my other t-shirts. So it's very helpful for me, especially when I'm doing this. And I can mix and match up my different shirts. So thank you. What up, Rick Cage? Greetings, Captain. At ease, Rick Cage. Lost on him starring yours. Join the Autobots. Nice. That makes sense. And Retro Robo's here. Awesome. What up, Jeff? Interfigure Files crew. What up? So very quickly, now that the two of them are here and I can hype appropriately. So there we go. And track it down. Too many tabs open. So, as many of you all are aware of, March 5th is the next Lyle's Figure Files giveaway madness. See what we did there? So we're gonna have a massive giveaway. Maybe this is wholly and totally up to you all how much stuff gets available for this. Now you could see this Zatanna, not this one, but you know, here's an actual example to show you the G.I. Joe Scorpion, Desert Scorpion, and Scorpion, and the X-Men 97 Sentinel. And the way those items will be unlocked to you so you can get them is taking part in this. Also, another one, the G.I. Joe Classified series, All Striker, which is awesome. So, how do you do it? First up, go to Retro Robo Toys. He's one of our main contributors to this giveaway. And click on to every one of these carefully referenced and quickly identified by Loud Figure Files giveaway madness, March 5th on Loud Figure Files. And go through every one of these. This will help you and figure out what you need to do to unlock these items. So right here, the John Cena Ultimate Edition figure. Like this post, share with 4 friends, comment below with your YouTube handle. Tune in to the House Figure Files on March 5th at 8:05 p.m. to see if you won. This figure will need 10 likes to unlock. 10 likes to unlock. And that's really easy to do. And guess what? This figure has already hit that mark. But let me go ahead and boop, like it too. So now it's fully all the way, no issues, unlocked. So you for sure will get a chance to win this. And right now, it looks like there is going to be one person who wins this Ultimate Edition John Cena figure. Because remember, read carefully, friends. Like the post, share with 4 friends. 1, 2, 3, 4. Comment below with your YouTube handle username. MG, cool. All right. And then tune in. So while this figure is unlocked, this is going to be the most anticlimactic giveaway right now because there's only one person who's done what was needed. So that's Henry G. So if you want in on this figure and really everything is done, all the hard work is already knocked out this figure, just do the same deal. Like it, share with 4 friends, comment your username, and you can give Henry G a 50-50 chance of winning it. So that's one. I won't go through every item on here, but another one, the G.I. Joe Classified Series Hawk with a mobile missile system. This one needs 60. Right now it's at 13. And again, remember, all right, so Josh Wolf could be in this, but no tagging for friends. So again, or actually, this one is a 50-50 if it reaches this point because Skew Raider and Henry G have done the tagging. So if it gets unlocked with 60, it's going to be a 50-50 chance between them. Make sure to do all of those things. And if you're not here when it's time for the giveaway, can't put you in there either. So also, let me see what's another one. Let's go to the All Striker. 75 to unlock. It's got 13 right now. And Skew Raider and Deepak Pack Rat, Maurice, and David Thanos are in the mix with this one. So again, yes, it's awesome to get those 75 likes. Make sure you do so, but don't forget those other steps on this, 2 and 3 in particular, so you can be in the mix for it. I am not going to do the hashtag, just put in all striker and you can be in. You're going to have to do this. But for Retro Robo Toys, there is another way you can get in on this fun. Apologies for everyone who's already heard me go through this spiel, but I just want to make sure that everyone else who missed that original video has a chance to get in on this as well. So let's go over to Retro Robo Toys. And you see here, website, bam. What you can do is, oh man, I don't have Instagram. I don't have any other social media. What you can do is do one of these deals. Oh, great. Coco Beware. I've always wanted this figure. Let me go ahead and do this. I'm going to put him into my cart. Oops. Let's do this. And make sure you type in that LFF5. That gives you special 5% off on any purchase. I should have taken out the other thing. But anyway. And then in the special instructions, I'll do this. Put in giveaway. And then let's say for this one, All Striker. Hit that checkout. Remember, you'll pay as soon as you make the order now. And presto, that will then knock any item that's up on the giveaway. So if you want to use it for the All Striker, you can do that. And that takes it down to where you're at. And again, I'm going to mess around, try to do this math on air. So it's got 13 likes so far. Any purchase on Retro Robo Toys, as long as you comment giveaway and whatever you want your purchase to apply to, will then help take that down. So right now it's at 13 and needing to get that 75. That means it would only need 65 to unlock minus those 13. Have fun doing the math, but you can help make that happen even faster. Next up is the big one, literally the X-Men Marvel Legends 97 Sentinel. I know the last time we did 3, Retro Robo was like, keep them going. And we did. And I know people have been going, oh man, are we going to see another Sentinel giveaway? Yes, it is right here. Here's your opportunity. Again, the same details, all the instructions apply. Like the post, share with 4 friends, comment below, tune in on Thursday. So right now, Jamelin, Lawson are in the mix on this one. Rick Cage is not in it right now. Blake Tarpley, David Thanos, Lefty in there too. Henry G, Ski Raider. Everyone's doing what they're supposed to do on this one, so that's good to see. So we've got a bunch of people in Smoke Screen is Prime, Gamer Man. We've got people in this one, but it needs a few more to unlock. It's at 34 right now, and I've already liked this one, so I can't help any further, but it is closing in. You got till March 5th, so hopefully by then it'll hit that 100 likes. So tell people, your friends who have Instagram, who have no interest in this, all they really need is to like this, share with people who might be interested, and get it to that 100 to unlock. And then you can be in the mix for it. So that's what you have to do there. Let's go on over to Lawson Wallace, another of our proud donors for so many items here for Lawson. What you're going to need to do is hit this follow to follow him. That's how you're going to unlock everything here. Big major item for you here is this Wonder Woman, the McFarlane gem. It's really great. This one needs 40 likes. Oh man, almost there. Just needs another 5. Wow, so close. 7 new follows to unlock this one. He's received 2 so far, so just 5 more follows. This is really right here for you. So it's so close. And I mean, you just need 5 more likes to get there. But really, what's important to me and to Lawson is that you follow him. Lawson posts some really cool artwork and all kinds of fun stuff, like comic books he has in the mix, and then including his Jessica Cruz, and really cool follow. So all you need to do, and Lawson does so much in terms of giveaways, is just hit him up, follow, and bam, you're in the running. That way you can also be eligible to get this Spider-Woman, the Justice League of America Flash. And this Zatanna figure needs 25 likes and 2 new followers. Currently 172 followers. So that's awesome. It's getting there. And 25 likes. So this one is also almost unlocked. So, and the 2 new followers have been met for this item. Cool. So this one is really almost done. Just needs 4 more likes. So y'all can make this one happen too. So that's pretty cool and exciting. So I'm glad to see Lawson and Retro Robo are getting new followers, go through again. Lawson Wallace won, and just like away, follow, and you're in the running there. So, that's easy enough. You can make that happen. You can get a ton of free stuff. You don't have to pay for anything. All you have to do is show up on March 5th. And if you've already done everything you're supposed to do, read the instructions, you're right there in the mix. All you have to do is watch the show. That's as much work as you've got to do. So hopefully everything will be unlocked. Special shout out to Lost and Retro Robo Toys for providing so much cool stuff. Next week, I'm going to show some more items that will be part of the giveaway. Still deciding, still need to talk to those who are going to give those items away. If they want to do it the same way, if they want to have it unlocked, if they just want to go, I'm feeling generous, I don't need anything. Here it is. We'll see. I have more stuff to show you for next week, though. Back to the chat. David Thanos, don't feel bad. I still haven't opened my Penguin and Captain Cold. I have both versions and don't know which ones to open. That reminds me. Yeah. So let me do this. Since you just talked it up, I got my pile of loot, and my Batman Returns. Batman is here. Of course, Batman Returns, Catwoman. And I still don't have Penguin, so I need to get him. Maybe I can do that fast enough. Excuse me. While the snow is still here, because better way to make use of snow than having a Batman Returns Penguin in the mix. Then to finish Devastator, I got Bone Crusher. Ooh, knocked the mic down. Sorry to all of your ears. Luke Skywalker, because I needed cool original Star Wars version of Luke, and Snake Eyes in version 4 outfit. Still need version 2, but closing in on that. So those were fun pickups, and you reminded me. I think you're really gonna love that Captain Cold. He is one of my favorites because he's got those different face panels that make a lot of sense, and he's so fun to pose. So yeah, I bet you're gonna have a good time with him. Ronnie Sam, what's up, Ronnie? Maybe is it Ronnie San or Ronnie San? Let me know. Nice picks as usual, Jeff. Thank you. I mean, I have so much fun when we get all the snow. It's great. Brian P, I'm saving yours. Lawson, oh, thank you. You're too kind, my friend. Jeff is such a great photographer of figures. His snow figures are always so good. Needs more polar bear. Yes. And I have been tracking it like, come on. Drop down a little further. And it's almost been at the point of like, yes. And I was like, oh. And with the way they're doing the pricing, it's like I turned my head 2 minutes and it's back up another $20. So we'll see. Ryan Daly, those picks are terrific, Jeff. Love them. Thanks, man. I love those G.I. Joe miniseries because they went to every environment and it really made it feel like, oh, I can do this mission for the Joes. So yeah, looking forward to finding a little sandy area to take my All Striker, Footloose, Dusty, and have some more desert adventures. Jamelin, Jeff, maybe run to Michael's or Hobby Lobby and get a large styrofoam ball like you would use to make planets of in school. That might make for a good base for an igloo. It's going to need to be massive. It's funny because I was like, my original goal was to make it so I could put the snakes in there and do like a wide angle view. I was like, wait a second, that's going to have to be massive so I can set it up so I can be at a decent level to shoot and then have the snakes facing and then hiding back into the wall. It was starting to sound a little bit more complicated. And I was just like, I'll just take the snake and have fun. So I don't know. I'm going to go to Michael's or Hobby Lobby and see how big those are. Because it's still, the snow is going nowhere. Just like Bad Boy for Life. Lawson, Brian P. Real Legends has gotten better in most every way. Like Dan Yoon, they are trying hard daily. Rick Cage, Jeff, they look like angels in the clouds of heaven. That snow is extra fluffy. Oh, it is no fluff at all to it. It is thick. I mean, they're like ice blocks and allow me to do some cool stuff with it, but it is there's no fluff to that snow. It is just like straight up glacial rocks. Here's another one I shot just so you can get a sense of what my mountains are looking like over here. So those are just big clumps of ice that I'm just rearranging into mountain shapes or whatever. And this one's a little bit easier. We can see what the crop will do. I'm always trying to hide my neighbor's backyard or the side of their house. So there you go. And you really see it there. This is fun. And I just love taking these figures out in the snow and having all kinds of cool stuff. I still haven't taken any Empire Strikes Back figures. So I need to get my Hoth Troopers, the Snow Trooper, my smaller micro, no, the Star Wars Galaxy Squadron AT-AT out there. But there's still snow and I've got more time. That Wendigo looks like Kenny Rogers. I know in the chat last night, I think it was Dark Knight who mentioned the Muppets special was on, and I'm like, oh, right. I'm gonna have to watch it on Disney Plus. So we'll see. I gotta figure out a way to see it again. JMC. What up, Jeff and crew? How are you, JMC? Roberts, Infinite Realms. What's happening, captains? Hope you're doing great, Jeff. I am Robert. How are you tonight, my friend? Brian P. I am saving your comment. Aaron Easton. I'm from DC, Maryland. The figures look great, but can't say I miss the snow. It was 88 degrees yesterday here in LA. To live and die in it. I may have to post some Cobra Eels in the missions raft in the pool. Nice. There you go. G-Brew. Yeah, game for Scott. He's a great figure. Good balance too. Short to scale properly with Legends, though. He hits great poses. That's cool. Michael Solis. It's Figure Files time. Love the shirt. Love the Sam Cap shirt. Thanks, man. I love this one too. The colors really pop on it. Hustle out to him. What's up, Jeff? What's up, chat? What's going on? How are you tonight? Maurice, what's up, man? Hello, you rock, sir. And thank you for encouraging me to collect action figures again. Still on the hunt for the Seekers. Which versions of them are you looking for? Because they are still available to get. Let me see here. More than meets the eye. Of course, I said that. Let me make sure they're available. But on Retro Rebel Toys right now, you get Power Glide. He's not a Seeker, but he is one. Masterpiece. And let's see. Is Thundercracker still here? Yes. You can get Thundercracker. And he is, well, he's pre-order right now. So I guess he's out of stock again. But make sure to put in that LFF5 code and you can get another 5% off, which makes him cheaper than anywhere else you could get him right now. I'm trying to think, are there any other Seekers available? There's Soundwave and Constructicons, Aerobots are sold out. But if there's something you're looking for and it says it's sold out here, that Retro Robo, no. I'm trying to think. Do they have any more Starscreams and Skywarp coming? I guess after we had this new mold with Thundercracker, probably. So you might not have missed out for good. Ryan Daly, did you use the LFF5 code to get 5% off? Pre-order Ghost Rider from Retro Robo today. On the fence about the Stormtrooper 2-pack still. I'm with you on that one because it's one of those deals where it just feels like that's gonna go on sale later, right? I mean, those 2-packs are pretty expensive. Let me go to it though, so we can all talk about it at the same time. And I just saw them here. We do. Excuse me. Excuse me again. All right, there we go. So Misty and Cav, Scar Squadron, they look really cool. I mean, they look like really fun additions. Like we got all these knives, one knife for you, got a sniper with a hood. That makes them look cool. And they look like they're ready to do some damage. I mean, what cool looks for these figures? And I really dig that. Not digging that almost $60 price point, but again, putting your 5% make it a little bit cheaper for you. And in this case, 5% off will help. It'll be more noticeable. And I think they're one shy of getting this whole crew done. I think there's still one more left, but these are really two cool figures. Good additions to your Black Series collection and your post Return of the Jedi era. Or is this trying to remember where they showed up in the continuity of this book. Anyway, they look really cool. And I'm with you, Ryan. I'm kind of wondering if I'm going to grab them or when I'm going to grab them because if is definitely for sure not a question. Jeff has the best shirts. Thank you. My wife has provided so many of them, but I feel like it's time to get some new ones. We'll see. Justin, I'm starring yours. G Brew has some new pickups as well. Mayfex, Hush Bats, Gold, Hilder, Logan Storm, 2-pack, Action Force Weapons pack. Yes. Uncanny X-Men 141 poster. Which issue is that one? K-Pop Demon Hunters poster book, Absolute Bats, Volume 2, all came today. How have you been enjoying Absolute Batman? Trying to remember what Uncanny X-Men. Oh, of course. Shocking that I needed to look this up. I mean, it's only one of the most famous X-Men covers ever. Why did I need to go? What's that one? But in case you're like me and didn't immediately remember the name of that one or the cover, is this one? Days of Future Past. I mean, really iconic. So I'm really like, how did you forget that again? So yeah, very cool. Nice. Oh no, it is mining and looking for t-shirt sales. And saving that one to Justin. Well, the t-shirt connection is great, but you know what's even better? The rainbow connection. Shout out Kermit and gang. Lawson, I still need to post comments on Retro's figure giveaways. Yeah, right. You guys can do the same to help each other out or help everybody else out. Retro, yeah, it's about to get Arctic up here in Maryland this weekend. Yeah, just in time to be snowed in again, even though we're not going to get any snow. They're like, maybe less than an inch. Boo. Brian P. It's already been second Christmas. Is that like what is oh man. What was it? Second lunch on Lord of the Rings? Of course, I forgot it. Retro Robo Toys sending me Wind Charger, Blast Off, Brawl, Gladiator, Deathbird, Black Bolt Triton, and Star Fox Champion. Do you already have Medusa and Gorgon? Very cool. Looks like you took advantage of that 2-pack sale, and you got some decent work on the Transformers there too. Retro Robo, enjoy, my friend. Thanks as always. Nice. What up, Henry G? Hey, gang. What's going on, Jeff? I am super, my friend. My guy, my Figure Files crew. Hope you all are having a super week. Super, as in Super Bowl. Thank you, my friend. Hustle SM, giveaway madness, all fire up there. Yeah, it is. I mean, a lot of really good stuff. So hopefully everything will be up and ready to go. King Elector. G Brew, I almost forgot about Instagram too. I always mean to repost my YouTube stuff on Instagram, but I never think about Instagram. Yeah, I mean, if you have a YouTube and you post it on your dashboard or whatever there, that counts too. Just send me a picture. Let me know. There you go. Easy reader. What's up, gang? Sorry I'm late. It's all good. Glad to see you here. Lawson, I'm not done with the giveaway items either, folks. I have some more coming. Excellent. Very cool. Jamlin, I went through and liked each one. If you guys have a moment, go ahead and like even the ones you aren't entering for. Thanks. Yeah, I mean, if you've already got the figure in question, you don't even have to you can do all the other stuff, like it, share with some of your friends. That way, more people get a chance to see and it gets unlocked from those other people. And you just don't have to put your name, like, hey, so like if Jamelin, for example, already has enough Sentinels, but if you get a free one, why would you not? And then it's like, cool. I'm just going to leave out my name. I'm not going to do all 4 of the steps to make that happen. So I've done everything else to unlock it for everybody else. And yeah, you could absolutely do that. Good point, Jamelin. Lawson, March Madness should be an awesome giveaway show. Yeah, it should be. Brian P. So, if I don't follow the rules, let's say that the tan is unlocked by March 5th. Am I ineligible to try to win it? I'm not sure if I'm understanding your question. Zatanna's unlocked by March 5th. Why would you be ineligible to win it? So to answer, I think your question, let me do this. Okay, there we go. Back to Lawson's page where Zatanna is right here. So let's do this together because I want to make sure it's clear for everybody. I want people going, wait a second, you didn't explain the rules. So right now, this one needed 25 likes, just 4 more now. And actually, it's 22. I was reading that wrong because Jace, my brother, helped out. It only needs 3 more people following it or liking it to open it up. Excuse me. So if you liked it, it's going to have those 25 likes, 2 new followers, still needs 2 more followers. So give me one quick moment, audio wise, gang. Okay, sorry. And 25 likes, 2 new followers. So the people who are eligible to win this figure have done this. They have Blake is Henry G, Andrew Trude, Cubat 79, Future DC Warrior Action, all in there. But he does need to still post his username for YouTube for when he is going to be watching the show. So I just need that. So right now, this is why we have the rules. Because once again, this is not going to have the normal put in hashtag Zatanna to be eligible. You'll need to do it here. This is just so I can actually have a running tally of people who are doing what we said to do. And so right now it's 3 people. Well, 2. It's Blake, it's Henry G. So actually, Henry G didn't do the followers either. So right now it looks like it's just Blake. So once it gets those 4 people or 3 people to like it, I'm going to enter into my own spinning wheel that you will all see, Blake Tarpley. And if Andrew Trudat Cube for future DC Warrior Action does not put his username in, he will not be eligible. So it'll go to Blake automatically. So make sure you're paying attention and doing everything. Brian P, you're not there right now, so you won't be. I mean, you're only you're only ineligible if you don't follow the rules and do it. So make sure to do that. That Constructicon, you got a never scared Jeff, right? Devastator, prepare for extermination. Absolutely. His delivery on Devastator is so great in that movie. It's just like an awesome line reading. Really captures the dread. Oh no, it's about to get even worse. What up, Nathan? Hello, folks. How you doing, my man? Dinobots destroy Devastator. Me, Grimlock, love challenge. King Elector. Hasbro released a Devastator box set today, so if anybody couldn't find the individual robots in stores, now you can just buy the box set from Big Bad Toy Store. Nice. Dinobots transform. Rick Cage, artist distinguished. Who, me? Super Savage Saber host is playing Price Chicken with a polar bear. Not really. It's they've had a lot of sales on a bunch of stuff like the Coliseum collection, Bam Bam Bigelow and Big Boss Man. I had a sale this week for the Ultimate Warrior and Honky Tonk Man Coliseum collection, and I got Sergeant Slaughter and Mercer. Excuse me, on sale. So I've my figure budget is a little bit right now. So that's why I'm like, yeah, I can't pay full price for it right now. But if it goes on sale again later, maybe. David Thanos, Jeff, you're totally missing out on putting Christopher Reeve in the Fortress of Solitude. You are absolutely correct. Man, how would I? Oh, man, I'm glad you said that while it's still there. I mean, that almost never happens. Like when you're trying to grab a figure easily from the shelf, it's like this colossal. There goes everything. They're all down. They're down. Oh yeah. And I think one of those hands actually has him going into the put a little. Yes, I'm gonna do that tomorrow. Great idea. Thank you. G-Brew, not entering for the giveaways, but I did go and like everything to help the rest of you out. Thank you so much, G-Brew. Ronnie-san. Oh, those snow serpents look great. Oh, you just call me Ronnie. Nice. Thank you, man. Lefty 2 Irons BK squad. Good evening, crew. At work and it's slow. So I get to rock with you all tonight. Nice. How is work going besides slow? Maurice, Acid Rain and Skywarp. Nice. Oh, you scrolled past Skywarp in the bundle with Reflector twice. That's terrible. You know, I did forget that set. Let me fix that. I kept forgetting about those little packs. And that's a pretty decent one because I still don't have Reflector. But is he on that same mold? And so you all can see me scroll through it maybe a third time. Let's see. The drama, the suspense. Will it happen? Now that I'm aware, I'm going to go super slow. There you go. Thank you. Yes. So this is still the Earth. Did you say Reflector or the Insecticons? And on the Reflector. Is this the same one or another one? I said there's a bundle. I wonder if it's that one. Now you got me thinking I missed another one. Let's see. So there's a dramatic capture. Huh, okay. I assume that's the one we were talking about, but that is still there. Lawson ordered Ghost Rider from Retro Robo today. Johnny Blaze got Nimrod in the mail today. Nice. Jessica Cruz Green Lantern in the mail yesterday. And that figure looks so good, man. I'm hoping I can find her because she looks awesome. And I really enjoyed that Green Lanterns book with Jessica and Simon. It felt so fresh and different because it was two neophyte Green Lanterns teaming up. It really had that sense of they don't know what they're doing. They don't have years and years of experience as Green Lanterns. It was just so much fun reading them really become a team. Awesome stuff. So I am hoping to find Jessica Cruz as well because got Simon Baz and definitely want to add her to there too. All right, cool. Rick Cage, I'm starring yours. Lawson says, gotta have Johnny Blaze on that motorcycle. I have him on the chopper bike. Get on the chopper. But I like this new bike best. It's more like his original comic book bike. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I am very excited that we have this coming, and this is one I can put with my champions and feel like he's in there a little bit better, a little bit closer to what that design was, the colors. I have a Johnny Blaze, but he's so old. And this one, the flame effects, that's pretty cool. You can use them with whatever. And yeah, it's gonna be really fun figure to have and add the collection. I don't think I'm gonna ever use this one after I do my initial review picks. Not that it's terrible. I kind of like the creativity with it, but I feel like the flame's a little bit too low. I was like, maybe this is the transformation version. But yeah, good stuff. Really happy about adding this one to the collection. And the fact that he comes with a bike, also happy about that as well. Thank you, Ryan. I was like, I don't feel like you're right there. Scar Squadron debuted in the 2015 Marvel comic set between A New Hope and Empire. Thank you. Snake Eyes. Jeff, did I qualify for the Sentinel? Everyone qualifies. All you have to do is just go over there, like it, Yeah, because Retro Robo, just like it. Put in, tag for friends, and then leave your username. I don't think I saw your username there for the Sentinel, but let me check because I can do that. Let me see here. Boop. All right, so let me go through one more time. So to make this easy for me and to make sure that there's no question if you're in there, Jamelin put, well, my YouTube name is my real name, Jamelin Parks. And Jamelin tagged his 4 friends. There you go. So that's all you have to do. Like, just do exactly what Jamelin did, and you're in there. And Loston, I don't even know my YouTube name. For your YouTube name, it's just what shows up while you're chatting with me. Lawson, Jamelin. I mean, you're using your name, so that's easy. Blake, same deal. Blake Tarpley, David Thanos, and let's see here. So he made sure to put his own name there, but he also included 4. So that's cool. Lefty did the same thing and tagged 4 friends. I guess they're showing up. Then we got Rock Story Box in there as well. And then we got Ski Raider. So that's all you have to do. Henry G got himself covered there. And yeah, Henry G's covered twice. So that's cool. Smoke Grizz Prime did the same thing, but I need to make sure that I know his name. So if you're watching right now, Smoke Grizz Prime, please put the username that you have while you're watching the shows. And Gamerman, same deal. Oh, there you go. Gamerman's already covered. Night Captain. So Snake Eyes, when you do all this, just make sure to put Snake Eyes. That way I know it's you. Cool. Cool. I have to turn in my nerd card for not remembering. Okay, I stopped paying the dues for my nerd card a while ago, so it's okay. It's inactive anyway. Second breakfast, yes. 11 C's. Thank you, Blake. I was like, what did they call it? Lawson, I posted and did the things on Retro Robo's All Striker giveaway post. So you're saying I have a chance? Absolutely. King Elector, I'm definitely getting that Stormtrooper 2-pack. It does look cool. And Rick Cage, I'm saving this one. Jamelin, Static finally showed up for me today. Great figure. I still love the DC Icons one, yes. But this multiverse one might have a slight edge over it. Why is that? But yeah, man, that figure is so awesome. Like, they just got all the elements down just right with it. Days of Future Past is my all-time favorite X-Men story. That's cool. I'm trying to think, what would mine be? Let's see. I mean, I kind of feel like no, I don't know why I was wasting any time deciding and debating this. My favorite X-Men story is the Dark Phoenix saga, but I would say my favorite run of X-Men is basically when the giant size X-Men till the Uncanny X-Men issue, which is probably 140, where maybe it's 139, where Cyclops leaves. I think that is the best run of a comic book, a superhero comic book you can find. They have so much stuff. They're fighting Imperial Guard. They're fighting Eric the Red, corrupt and evil Havoc and Polaris. They're fighting the Sentinels. There's so much cool stuff. Battle Magneto, Proteus, go to the Savage Land, fight alongside Sunfire, Moses Magnum, and then they fight the Hellfire Club. It is just like, this is the greatest run where if you've never read anything about those characters, when you start with Giant Size X-Men and get to Cyclops going, I need to take a break. I'm out just for a little bit. It is just, it's amazing. I really love that. And so Dark Phoenix, if you want to go like, what's my favorite? Yeah. Now I was thinking, what's my favorite X-Men crossover story? And I would probably go with Infinity, Inferno. Infinity is far away from my favorite crossover from Marvel. But I love the fact that we finally got, because we had Mutant Massacre, we had Fall of the Mutants, and this one was the first time we actually had the X-Men and X-Factor colliding and reuniting. Awesome. Going against the Marauders, one of my favorite villain squads, Mr. Sinister, and it ended so amazing. So yeah, good stuff. Blake, you win for now. We'll see if anybody else remembers the rules, but right now you got that one locked up, man. Van Doom asked a very important question. Jeff, question. What if you don't have an Instagram? If you have a YouTube and you share with friends, you can be in there as well. So if you have a Twitter, if you have YouTube, if you have Facebook, you can share it in that instance. Just link to Retro Robo's, just link to his website. And if you do that, just send me a screenshot. It'll count the same way and I will put you into the running. You can also go to retrorobotoys.com, purchase something, put in that special instructions giveaway for such and such Vendoom, and you're in there too. And you also take away 10 likes that are necessary to unlock it. So multiple ways. I don't want to be a thing where it's like, sorry, if you don't have Instagram, you can't come out and play. You can. Lawson, one of the big things to winning the giveaway madness is put your YouTube name in. Also, you have to actually show up on Jeff's live chat on March 5th at 8:05. Show up if you want to claim your prize. Yeah, I'm going to put the names that I see in there. And for every giveaway, this is very important. So I'm glad Lawson reminded me. You have to make sure because I'm gonna put all the names in and I'm gonna give by the end of the show for the winner to acknowledge, cool, I'm here. And that way you can get your item. If by the end of the show on March 5th, I haven't heard from any of the winners, I'm gonna write it back, as Jay Uso would say, and going to then also put it back up. So, don't go, gotta go do something else. Don't do that because you will not be able to claim your prize. Devastator is definitely on my wish list. Justin, he is pretty cool so far. Brian P. Gen X doesn't follow rules. Nah, thanks for cleaning up everything about the rules. I have an Instagram and I'm not sure I'll be ordering anything from Retro Robo before that time. Well, you can do some other stuff, but check with Retro Robo on the ordering deal. But I may have to pre-order that Power Glide and Swerve from Retro Robo. Things that make you go, What up, Northern Nomad? What up, suckers? Oh, watch out there now. Show yourself. Show me what you're working with. We've invented a new game, Figure Shelf Jenga. I don't feel like that is new at all. Gosh, I was rearranging for the 18th time my G.I. Joe Classified series collection. So I got like a 3-step riser. And so on my top shelf, I want to walk y'all through this display before it changes up for the 40th time in 3 more months. So I got my Rattler on the top shelf and I've got my Cobra High Command. I've got the Cobra Troops just to flesh it out a little bit more. I've got the Crimson Guard. I've got my 2 base Televipers there. And then, I've got my 2 Televipers. I mean, my Televipers. The 2 massive snakes because they take up so much shelf space. And then on the second shelf, which I'm still kind of rearranging, I have my, thanks to this 3-step riser, I have my 87 villains. So I've got Crocmaster, Battle Armor, Cobra Commander, Big Boa, Crystal Ball still need to open up Raptor and put him on the shelf. So I'm going to put him there. And then on the first row on the steps, I've got the Python Patrol because they got Cobra Commanders back. Then I've got my Range Viper, the 2 red Cobra Ninjas that I've got because I'm really hoping for more cartoon comic book accurate red ninjas. Those are going to be the ones that I army build the mess out of. And then I've got on the back row the Night Creepers. I've got 6 of those because they had that crazy sale where they were $12. And I was like, yes, I'll take another one. So I've got a bunch of those. And when I clear out the Studio Series Autobots that are on the other half of that shelf, then I'm going to put Serpentor and his crew. So I'm going to put a bunch of the regular Vipers, the Bats, Dr. Mindbender, and have them there. And it's fun stuff. So I have to make sure to do that. But I did the shelf in reverse. So I did my first, the lowest row first. Then I kept reaching over the other figures, and it was a lot of figures falling. It's Thundercracker that comes with Reflector. That's right. Soundwave is out of stock everywhere for Studio Series. Untrue. That one I did see, and he is available. Soundwave available for, for a pre-order at Retro Robo Toys. So he is there. You could get him and not have to worry about a sellout. And that's the best one, the newest one. So there you go. King Collector. That Stormtrooper 2-pack is awesome. It's a Stormtrooper named Sergeant Krill, who has a unique trooper team that I really hope we get a 5-pack of those guys. They're kind of like the Empire's Bad Batch. Yeah, that's a good one for them. Reflector teams in a 4-pack with Thundercracker. Yeah, and I just want them to make a 3-pack, a Reflector again for me. Ryan, speaking of Transformers, the movie, isn't it weird that Hot Rod is like, we've got to destroy Unicron, and the Junkions jump on the idea like freshmen getting on a bus in Tijuana for spring break? Right? They're like, yo, we're here on our planet of junk, but that sounds like fun, bro. Let's do it. I mean, what movie or TV show should they have quoted when they decided to do that? Eliminate the toughest stains. Henry G. I hope I can find that. Yes, sir. Maurice. All you guys are cool. Thank you for the help. Absolutely, my man. And Retro Robo beat me to it. I just got Soundwave in tonight. Nice. Lefty. I found the entire Page Punchers, Flash, Green Lantern, Wave at Target today. Picked up everyone except Barry. What do you think about that Green Lantern? I am really struggling with that head sculpt because I feel like the DC digital one has a perfect Hal Jordan head sculpt. And this one I keep looking at from different angles. And I kind of feel like it's a Ryan Reynolds one, but he needs the bacon suit to really pull that outfit out. Shout out, Chief. Yeah. What do you think about Jay? I have mine right there, but he's in that lighter color outfit. And then the other one looks cooler. But I'm kind of like, I don't know if I care about it because I want him to be shorter because he's too tall. Retro. Ryan, get out of my head. I just watched it again this past weekend with my son and thought the same thing. That's funny. Harry G, I hope I can find that Jessica Cruz. One of the days I won't miss when Mattel takes over. The shenanigans. Yeah, that hopefully will be an easier thing for all of us. Lawson, looking for Jessica Cruz Green Lanterns for Rick Cage and Jamlin Parks. If you find her, hit me up or one of them, please. Awesome. Right, Dilly. It's like, did it never occur to anyone that they could fight back against Unicron? I mean, just go for the eyes, apparently. That's all you had to do. Easy reader. Are they going to make a Joe Mullen Green Lantern figure? I'm on board for that. The McFarlane Toys choices are always interesting. It does feel like she would be a candidate since they've done so many Green Lanterns. But if they don't, and when somebody Mattel goes, wait, it's February, let's make a Joe Mullen Green Lantern figure and release her for them. So we'll see. I assume we will see a figure of her at some point. Lawson. Jeffrey. Tony Mai has officially started working on the Iceman head today. He says he'll have work in progress images to show me soon. Don't forget, I still want to see if he can fix the Hasbro mistake from that Age of Apocalypse Iceman, where they just decided to go with the modern, uncanny X-Force version of Iceman instead of the classic Joe Mad version. Robert, that Ghost Rider is pure fire. Pardon the pun, please. I love puns. That's the Ghost Rider I read charging in the strange sanctum after Dormammu full blaze. Cannot wait for it. Yeah, man, that was pretty cool. The face sculpt on Static is stellar, Jalen Parks. So good. Robert, I agree that run of the X-Men is the best. Yeah. Thank you. And to not just be a full-on, well, it was the best when I read it. I also really like the Utopia era. I was not really reading much X-Men stuff at the time, and I think because I have a real love and hate thing. It's basically when I do Cyclops dirty, I'm back out. And I totally missed all of that run where Cyclops is running all of mutant kind. But I went back and I was like, this is really, really good. And Cyclops just taking charge and running mutant kind on Alcatraz, San Francisco is pretty cool. So yeah, I really enjoyed that one too. Retro Robo, no doubt, that was my favorite run of X-Men, hands down. I wonder if I should do, like, after I finish my X Factor 2 video, If I should do like my favorite run of books and what figures we still need to make those complete, I think that'd be fun to do. Easy reader. X-Men and Teen Titans was my favorite crossover. That was better than it had any reason to be. It was so much fun. It was like, wow, this is great. And it's funny that you mentioned crossover because this week we had DC KO boss battle, and I wanted to like it a little bit more because I think the problem was they they were like, hey, let's just put everybody in this thing, and they did some really cool stuff. They had Sub Zero, Scorpion from Mortal Com Mortal Kombat. That's Sabrina the Teenage Witch, Vampirella. Who else did they have? Sam Strong from Beyond the Trees, and Annabelle, and it had Homelander from The Boys. So it was really fun. And if it was like 4 issues, that would have been amazing. Instead, it was like, here's 33 pages. It was really quick. But I love the idea of DC working with other companies, not just Marvel, because hopefully we can see another rematch between Superman and Homelander. That would be awesome. So very cool stuff. And yeah, this crossover was really, really good. Cage. Speaking of the Dark Phoenix saga, is it me or was the Gladiator voice actor swapped out in the original 90s cartoon? I watched it on YouTube, and that's not the Gladiator I remember. Empress! It's not my Gladiator. Jibru. My favorite X-Men crossover is probably Mutant Massacre. It's great. That's pretty high on my list too. I think Inferno tops it for me, but just because you got the teams actually working together for the first time, and that was really, really they took more time than they would ever think of doing now. It would be like 2 issues. Here they go. But it was like 2 years before they actually came, within contact of each other. That tease in Mutant Massacre where they're like, optic blast? Yeah. And not just like all the rest of the original X-Men, including. And then before they can get over there to figure out what's going on, Colossus destroys the hallway. And he's like, yeah, we took care of everything. It's like, oh, we can't see them interact yet, but very cool stuff. And then Extinction Agenda, that was really cool. And that was like them and Cable and the New Mutants. That was good stuff. Anyway, back on track. King Elector. Hopefully that Ghost Rider isn't undersized like the last one. I had to pass on it. It reminded me of that old DCUC Sinestro I had back in the day. That thing was a nightmare on the shelf. You think it was that short? I don't know. That Sinestro was terrible. I remember feeling so disappointed with that. Like, no way y'all thought this was a good idea. I'm trying to think here. I feel like maybe he could have been a little bit wider, but I definitely didn't feel like Ghost Rider was the shrimp that Sinestro was. And I was so happy they re-released that one or made a better version of him because gosh, that was so disappointing. Let me see here. So yeah, I think his issue was more that he was too like he needed a thicker torso. But looking at some of those old comic books, because I'm obsessive and do this when I do these reviews, he wasn't that much taller than Frank Castle. He just needs to be thicker. And especially like around the same width of this version of Punisher, if he were that's where I think he's a little bit too small. But everything else, I thought he was all right. And certainly not as bad as that Sinestro, which is terrible. Lawson. Jeffrey, that X-Men run you like is my 3rd favorite comic book run. My first is Lee Kirby's Fantastic Four. Yeah. And second fave, Lee Ditko Spider-Man, then that X-Men run. Never, not would never dream of arguing with those two. They would absolutely be in my top 10. I'm trying to figure out where I would put some other stuff. I really, really dug that George Perez and Kurt Busiek run of Avengers. And that was one where you kind of have to know a little bit more of the history, but that is such a fantastic run of characters. The Jeff Johns JSA run is also really well done. I love the team books because over the years, if they have a really good run, it pays off and does. It's so fantastic. But those are Hall of Fame runs right there, and you can't go wrong with them. Michael Solis. Giant Size X-Men is amazing because Claremont makes you care about everyone, even the little guys who get eaten by dream bears. Yeah, he was on such a roll. And when John Byrne leaves, it's kind of like, oh, what's gonna happen? But he's just it's amazing how long he kept that run of X-Men just tight the whole way through, where it's like, gosh, there's just no drop in these books. Now, the artists are all like Hall of Fame legendary artists. Some I prefer a little bit more than others, but Claremont's writing just never lets up. It's like Jim Lee, Marvel's like, we're going with the artists who are about to roll out on us. We don't know. Sorry, Chris. But I mean, I feel like if they kept him on there instead of going with the hotshot artists, they would have kept that X-Men run going for me. I say that, and the books were selling like crazy even without Claremont. But yeah, he did great stuff on them. Ryan, let me hear what you say. My favorite of Uncanny X-Men is actually the Paul Smith run that followed Byrne and Cockrum second time on the book. Yeah, because they had that really great yeah, that's when Rogue joins up. That's when they do the Dark Phoenix return storyline, which is awesome. That was that Uncanny 175? I think that one's right. Cyclops gets married. Cool stuff. I think Romita kind of did some of that too, right? I think so. But yes, that was really cool. Jamelin. Yes, that's kind of the kicker for me. My recency bias aside, I do think the McFarlane one is just slightly more accurate when it comes to his face. Talking about the static figure. Yes. Robert. Oh, and Inferno is a great story. So many plots wrapped up in it. Yeah. It's like, oh, this is so cool. The look of the lightning on his suit and effects and his gauntlets. Yeah, they did a great job with that one. Ryan, to me, the X-Men's greatest age ended with the Mutant Massacre. The team was never the same when Claremont took Kitty and Kurt out of the book. I understand that. It was one of those things where it's like we gotta keep this X-Men machine rolling. And I like the Outback team a lot. I thought they were really fun. I get what you're saying now. And Kurt, maybe more so than Kitty being a loss, but we would have missed out on Excalibur. Did you like Excalibur, by the way? Maurice, that Claremont Cochran Byrne era is my favorite X-Men period. It's what I've been trying to get all the figures for. Yeah, man, because it was you cared about those characters so deeply. It's why I had this the insane obsession with getting a great Marvel Legends Banshee figure. It's like he was so awesome. Y'all don't understand. If you didn't read him during that period of time, you're like, yeah, the guy that yells, no, Banshee, Sean Cassidy. He's amazing. Yes. I'm not sure if that was his decision, but yeah, that's when they moved Kitty and Kurt and Rachel Summers over on Excalibur. DJ Jedi. I still prefer my DC Icon static, especially with the Marvel Legends Jubilee jacket. Oh, I can see that working. Well, the update looks great in my tiny McFarlane display. Jibru, the original Claremont run from 75 to 91 in the Morrison era are my favorite X-Men runs. I really love the fact that Morrison just was like, I'm going to actually shake up these books. And it was unlike anything else we'd gotten from the X-Men. And I really like that because it was just so different. And then they were like, whoa, this is too much. Let's pull it all back. David Thanos, the giveaways are my birthday week. Just send me everything. All about the villains. Ghost Rider. Yes, sir. Lawson. When Jeffrey tries moving figures from shelves to like the end scene in Big Trouble in Little China, where all the statues fall over like dominoes, or like my man in Superman 2, where it's like, psh, psh, psh. It's all in the reflexes. Absolutely. Yes, I heard that. I'm not sure if I should be excited about it yet. We'll see. Oh man, there's a chat. Haven't played tag since kindergarten 1900s. What's his newfangled tag, youngsters? That's a fun avatar you got there. Ski Raider, what up, my man? How are you? Dave Cochran did some really good work, and it's unfortunate because I feel like people are just but John Byrne, but he did really great stuff during his run. Excuse me. Snake Eyes. I'll check and let you know. Excuse me. All about the villains. The Stormtrooper team won't be a 5-pack. It's going to be broken up into 2-packs and single releases. Yes, but it does look pretty cool. Let's see. I may need to refresh to see if you did it right. Snake Eyes, 37 and 31. So I see people have listened. It's cool. I wanna rock. I don't see. Let me know which one you did it for, Snake Eyes. I don't see it on here yet. Yeah, I mixed up the packs. I'm at the one with the Inside the Con. It's all good. I never make mistakes here. So it's all good. Speaking of Shaochinga, for some reason, Marvel Legends pork grind fell taking out Spider-Man figures. Iron Man figures falling to lower shelves, destroying the Hellfire Club, and then taking out the Inhumans. Isn't that like the worst part about it? Because it's like, just fall. It's the I'm going to fall. And instead of just falling down, I'm going to somehow make a little curve like I'm in the Olympics, and I'm going to knock out this other shelf. And they are going to jump and then also, because I know you can't see now, they're going to jump and curve and then knock over the shelf below them. It is like, how is this even possible? Bah, we've grown a weep mini bomb. It's a universal greeting. Yes, these are just the Earthrise versions, not the studio series. So they're I can do that. Let me see here. Yes, cool. Still have that window. Or yes. So let me see. I can show you what the Earthrise ones look like very fast. It's why I got the new Thundercracker, but I have grand plans for them because I'm going to just leave them in their vehicle mode. So when we get both Skywarp and Thunder or Starscream, I am going to just keep them in their jet mode. So this is that Earthrise molds. Let me go back on to Retro Robo's page and show you what Thundercracker looks like for those of you who are like, what's the difference? So the Studio Series version is way cleaner. It's not as much junk. And I shouldn't say junk. It's not as much, like the details are a little bit softer to look more like the cartoon and movie. And I really like this one. It's just I don't know. It's not as teched out as the Earthrise. Where are you? Here you go. So you can see like they've got all this detail. It's just so much stuff going on. It's like if Michael Bay realized he could use colors with his Transformers, which is fine. But back here, you can see just how smoother everything is. The colors are brighter. And it's just like, oh man, you guys are really gonna have me buy all three of these Seekers again. Now I'm not gonna do this with the cone heads. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna keep the Earthrise versions of them. But it is pretty cool to get the original Seekers in this cleaner style. Having said that, when they do Dirge, Thrust, and Ramjet, I might go, oh, well, I said that, but they look so much better. We'll see. Oh, apparently Hasbro is doing Street Fighter movie figures. Yeah. The only reason I didn't talk about either of those two, all there is just they're doing them. I have no idea what they're actually going to look like. So we'll see. Ryan Daly. I was surprised by how much I liked Jo Mullein when I read Far Sector. I thought she was really cool. And she's been involved in other Green Lantern stories. And I think they've handled her well, where it's not like, she's so annoying. She's really cool. Now that you have the cap from the 2-pack with Venom, is it better than the 20th anniversary version? Yes. Excuse me. I guess my allergies are just deciding to be stupid. Let's see here. How fast can I do that? I will show you why I say it's better, or why I like it better. Why it's the better one. But it has those butterfly shoulders, which were something. And I was like, I'm fine with the 20th anniversary one. But then it's like, oh, but he can do so much cooler stuff. The Venom Cap 2-pack one is the third one from, you're looking left to right. And I like the colors. The only thing I was like, but he's got the scales on the 20th. Fortunately, There's so many Avenger teams with Captain America that I have all of these Cap figures still on my shelf, but the Gamerverse one is my main one in my main Avengers display. I use the darker one with the Bendis era squad with Luke Cage, Wolverine, Spider Woman. I have the 20th one with my era team with Cersei, the 90 squad, Eric Masterson, Thor, Black Widow, the Vest squad, not the best one, the Vest squad. So, yeah, but they all have uses. So, those caps are probably one of the few figures in my collection where it's like, you can do upgrades. I can put a cap with any of my different Avenger teams. Let's see. Do the video on your favorite comic book runs. It will be of interest to your followers. I'd like to hear your thoughts. Cool. I will do that. I think that could be really fun. King Elector. That Nugget Hal Jordan figure is a hard one to beat. That's my main Green Lantern Hal. Where am I finding the Jessica Cruz figure at? I think she's just at GameStop. What up, bro shot? How are you tonight? And why would you why would you continue this just stirring the pot? You have people thinking my first name is Lyle and not Jeffrey, and that my last name, same as yours, is not Lyles. You're just gonna make it confusing for everyone. Michael Solis, Retro Robo, my Flashpoint Batman and Reverse Flash showed up today. Thank you. Nice. Enjoy, man. Thanks. And I got Jessica totally by luck. I was on GameStop's site when she dropped, pre-ordered her. She was gone by the time I finished pre-ordering. I'm trying to think if I have like a picture of that Sinestro, but the one they corrected was so much better. I think that Hal Jordan's pretty cool too. Oh, let me see. How hard would that be to find? And I'm not going to forget, but Rick Cage sent me pictures of what he got this week, and I have refused to forget it. You've probably heard all of the chattering on my text there. Let's see. Figure in question. He's got a good shot of these. And it was so much better. It's like, thank you. Yeah. So this one, it is pretty cool because it got the eyes, so you can kind of have him be like the Super Friends version. But Sinestro was so much better. It was like, yes. And he was skinny still, and he was sized appropriately. And I really love this lantern. It makes no sense at all, but it was really fun. And I have that set up on either side of my Green Lantern and Sinestro core. So that was pretty fun. But yeah, much better. Ryan, one of my favorite comic runs of all time is low key, relatively recent. Jason Aaron's run on Thor. Incredible start to finish, mind blowing, gut punching. That finale got me emotional. I feel like I have not read all of it, which I need to fix because I really did enjoy the issues that I read. And low key was an intentional pun. You know, I love him. Wolfman Perez run on the New Teen Titans is my fourth favorite. Yeah, that was great too. Yusuf Perez Avengers was good, but Roger Stern, John Buscema Avengers was the best. Now, what would we consider? Is that like because I was thinking I really enjoyed that one too, but what would we say is a start and finish? I know Masters of Evil, destroying the mansion, the siege story. The siege. Yes, that was part of it, but where's the start and end point to that one? G Brew. I have an extreme X-Men bias. I hated that title. My favorites are probably Claremont's X-Men, Morrison's run, and Claremont and Simonson's New Mutants before Liefeld takes over on art. Why would you say he sabotaged him back then? Fifth favorite is Thomas Friedrich Goodwin and Trump run of the Incredible Hulk. Nice. Oh, thank you, G Brew. Because I feel like they were very similar. I was like, wait a second. King of Later, Lost in Net Cruise figure seems to be impossible to find. I would have never guessed she would sell like that. Jay was very easy to find. Cyclops, Kitty, and Rogue are my absolute favorite X-Men. Solid choices, G Brew. Private. This X-Men tangent is the best. Wow, it's 925. So it has been, it's officially a tangent. And yes, I did like Excalibur. Better I better, given I have all the Marvel Legend figures. Yes. DJ Jedi. For strictly eye candy, Extinction Agenda was my favorite X era. From a writing perspective, I gravitate to stories with an actual beginning, middle, and end. So House of X, Powers of X, and Outback era for me. I know some people are like hating on the Krakoa era. So that's interesting that you like the new one. Ryan, I tried to like Excalibur. I like Claremont. Love Alan Davis's art. Like the characters. I tried to read the book 5 times and can't get beyond issue 4. Yeah, it's a little bit different. It is. It's kind of wacky and weird. I'm like, huh, okay. Cheaper. My brother and I played X-Men as kids. I would either play Cyclops because it's my favorite, or Banshee because he screams. Kid logic. Can't argue with that. DJ Jedi, that era of Art Adams on the X-Men Animals was pretty epic, yes. Also, Kate pretty hard for the Morrison run too. Streets couldn't handle all that up. Man, you never lied. Because it was like, oh, wait, we told you to go nuts. We didn't expect you to go this nuts. And man, it was like, yeah, like Morrison was like, I am absolutely down to shake everything up. And boy, that was the fastest. Yeah, maybe we need to go back a little bit here. Right. The fun part of Morrison's new X-Men was also the problem. He wasn't afraid to break the universe for the sake of his story. But when he left, Marvel was like, well, we had to undo all this. They really did. It was wild. Just curator. Shelf wars continue. Look out below. Boom. Yeah. And and that's the benefit of the carpet because the boom used to be, oh, who's broken now? Now it's just like, okay. Maurice, you love Excalibur? Nice. Jibru, I also love Excalibur. It's one of the only lighthearted X books that's actually good. Nice. You did the Sentinel? Good deal. I'll check in a second. Rick Cage. Jeff, we Transformers enthusiasts call the unsightly contours of the robot mode kibble. Yes. Studio Series Thundercracker. Looks great. Yeah, he does. Lawson, I'll be honest, I appreciate it. The McFarlane Green Lanterns, other than Core Justice League and JSA figures, are the McFarlane figures I like best. I like most of the villains. Well, the villains that are bought, I think they're pretty good too. All about the villains. I can't wait to have a Blue Squad, Blue Venom, Blue Punisher, Blue Ghost Rider, Blue. You my boy, Blue. I hope we continue to get more Green Lantern Corps members throughout 2026. That would be great. That's a nice bunch of caps. I cap for cap. Sorry. It was too easy and I needed to do it. David Thanos had the Hal Jordan from the 2-pack that came with Green Lantern, Batman, pretty good head scan. I don't remember that one. Whoa, I'm not Bobo. What's going on? What's up, Jeff? How's everyone doing? Awesome. How are you tonight, my friend? Ryan, Jeff, I got to peace out, but don't forget, there's a new classified figure reveal next week at a Midtown Comics event with Larry Hama. And this character makes sense with that venue. Wink. Oh, man, I'm so interested now. Interesting. A new figure. All right. Is this a new figure? I'm sure you're already gone by the time I'm reading this, but I'm curious if this is a all new figure or a new reveal. Michael Souls, I wasn't expecting to love that Venom Cap 2-pack, but both those figures are so much fun. They really are. I was really like, I don't need this. But I love that Venom. It's so great. Jeffrey 100%. Thank you, man. Lawson, I love this live chat, Lyles. Are you kidding the Lyles movies? I like his lives too. Justin, I'd like to see a single release for that new Empire loot. I'm not going to pay over 70 for the same Vader. It's not. It has a wired cape and you can pose it. And I mean, that is like, whoa, okay. Now you're doing some different stuff. I mean, we don't see posable capes with basically anything from Hasbro. So that was really cool. And you got the base too. But yeah. David Thanos. I did, however, get the Flash and Hal Page Puncher. Solid. The Hal Jordan digital figure really captures the classic Hal. I think so too, Lawson. Skirator, Rick Cage lanterns are lit. Lefty, the new Page Punchers Hal Jordan looks okay, but maybe I'm not so picky with his head sculpt. I just regret selling my JLA set because I want the John Stewart back. Oh yeah. Um, it's interesting. Let me do something really fast. Hmm. No, let me see here. I'm looking just to see if this is possible. It's not. Okay. I thought there might be something there for you. And before I forget, because I will, Rick Cage sent along his new figures that he got this week. So let me pop those up so y'all can see. You can see the Joy Toys Shredder, the Scarecrow, Starscream Armor, Scarecrow, Glow. Gosh, why don't I keep growing? Glows in the dark. That's pretty cool. I can't wait to get him on clearance. The DC Multiverse Dr. Midnight, who's an awesome figure. And let me pull up, this other figure that he got. And he was showing off the articulation of this figure. It is pretty cool. And it's like, wow, I can't believe we can get figures like that. And it'd be really interesting to see if we would get that from other lines. There it is. It is the Fury Toys female body. And he did some really cool poses with this figure. It's like, wow, tons of articulation. And this is like a different kind of woman outside the waifs that we typically get from Marvel Legends, but pretty cool. So did not want to forget. And now I've done that. Lawson, I like the Thomas Buscema Palmer run of Avengers Best. Yeah, that's a pretty good one. Can't like it. That Game Reverse cap does look pretty good. I need the scales though. I'm thinking about upgrading to that Game Reverse Wolverine. He may be tall, but he is buff. Like I think Wolverine should be. Lawson, probably my sixth favorite. Nice. Critical Enjoyer. The Kane Dynasty, Jeff Johns Avengers Arrow is my favorite. Yeah, that was really good. And I really wish Johns had a longer run on Avengers because he did such a great job with those. Was it like 2 or 3 trades worth of stories? Really good stuff. He got that Red Skull, Red Russell Dusk. What's his name? Del Rusk. I think that's what it was. That was really good. The original arc, the Zodiac Key, really great. I love that one too. Protector needs an update. He's one of my favorite figures. I don't have it anymore. Just makes a good time for a new version. Easy reader. I was a big fan of the Paul Levis and Mike Grell run on Superboy and the Legion of Superheroes. I think I might have told you that before. I don't remember, but yeah, that's a fun run too. King Elector. I was at GameStop yesterday. Grabbed the classic Page Puncher Flash. Finally, that other red and gold version was there too. Nice. Retro Robo. I wish I had the kind of memory that could recall specific writers, artists, and plot lines that I've read. The only benefit is I can reread them and it feels like new again. Hi, my name is Tom. Oh man, Henry G. It's not necessarily a run on the title, but one of my all-time favorites is the Wolverine 4-issue limited series. I swear I didn't read anything that wasn't X-Men at the time. That was Claremont and Frank Miller, right? G Brew. The crawling eras, depending on title, either excellent, terrible, just eh. The stuff Hickman and Gillen wrote were great. Duggan's Marauders was great, but his X-Men was okay at best. I hope we see a Jack Kirby Hulk too. Henry G, this last year and a half, McFarlane did their thing with DC villains. Absolutely. Oh, DJ Jedi. To be clear, I tapped out on the Krakoan eras pretty much the moment Hickman did. House of X, PLX is a standalone read is one of the best X-Men stories ever for me. Nice. All right. Well, there you go. I have to check that out. Man, Justin, that's all I need to complete my standalone 85 run. Maurice, I hope that Vader can stand. The one I have has wonky legs. Yeah, it is a little bit of a trouble for some of those Vader figures. Jalen, I'm here picking up my Star Wars figures. I got to recognize a variety of molds and character heights and correct scale. I'm referring to Black Series, but it's true in general. Dude, absolutely. It is so true. And we have gone so long. I want to make sure I don't forget to do this. So I know we have a lot of fun talking about what's wrong with the lines that we collect. It's like, hey, they don't do this right. They messed this up. How do they botch this? Today, I want to do something different. I want to go, hey, what's one thing that your favorite line or lines do this Wolverine? This the best what they do. What they do is pretty good. So, what are some of your favorite lines and what are the things that kind of stand out to you about them? Um, and a bunch of y'all have gone first. So I'm gonna go like 15th. For me, let's see. Um, let's start with these. So G.I. Joe Classified series. I love the fact that they'll redesign a classic character, like the ninth and classic 1986 what's going on? Viper. And then they'll do a retro version. It's like, here's exactly what that figure looked like back in 86. And now you got a retro Viper. That's exactly what you probably wanted as a kid. And they're both so good. And how they just load these figures out with tons of accessories where the guns aren't just stuck here in the holster. You can take it out, use it, and bam. Then they've got different ways to customize it. Like you take these goggles off, you got a blaster, you got a backpack, all this stuff is removable. And I feel like this is the one line that I collect from something that I did back in the day where I feel like this is exactly what I was hoping it would be, updated in a 6-inch scale. And I think they have captured the fun, the excitement, the enthusiasm I had getting those G.I. Joes back in the 80s in 2024, 20 when it started 2023. No, I guess it started when the pandemic did. Can't believe it's going on so long. But the line has been awesome. Adding vehicles has made it even more fun. It's like, what else can we add to the line? And where am I going to put it? Who cares? It's amazing. So I'm loving that one. And I don't want to just go on with all my likes. So let me go to the ones I starred first, and then I'll go which you guys are putting in now. David Thanos. There's probably two lines, and the answer is the same. Neck and Joe's accessories. Yeah, they both do a great job on that front. Jalen, classified as number one, and I'll go with vehicles. The vehicles are so, it's just like, wow, I've got a Ram cycle. I've got an MMS, and I know it's not a vehicle, but it's a playset. And the Rattler, every time I go into my figure room and I see the Dragonfly and the Rattler facing off, I'm like, I can't believe I've got these figures at a 6-inch scale. And these vehicles are so amazing. When I get the Snowcat later this year, it's gonna be like, this is so awesome. And then I'm going to continue going, price be danged. I cannot wait to continue hoping to see a whale in a classified scale. That's gonna be awesome. So we'll see what we get from them, but hopefully it'll be fun. And I feel very good about going ahead and making a move to get the Arctic Hiss tank. And I have, of course, jinxed myself. No snow for the next 5 years. But if we get anything close to this, oh gosh, it's gonna be on. David Thanos, good choice, Jamlin. You can also say they're animals too, and they do a great job on the animals. And of course, the only one that I have close by is the one that only because it's G.I. Joe that I will hold in my hand even remotely for a second. Aspera, the rat. I mean, how do they make a rat figure turn out so good? And then they put all kinds of detail into it. What in the world? Let's a rat have a paint job? It's crazy. Best G.I. Joe Classified series. Well, let's see. Blake, Classified does a great job of paying homage to a real American hero. Yo, Joe. I'm right there with you, of course. Lawson, what Operation Monster Force does right. Reuse. They probably get the best mileage out of reuse of any company I can think of. A few new parts mixed with older parts, plus new paint and different accessories. Yeah, I mean it's and this is one thing McFarlane doesn't, but when someone does it right, it's like, yeah, no problem. Just reuse all the parts you need to, as long as it looks different and it makes sense for the reuse. Lawson also said G.I. Joe Classified is probably the very best action figure line out there. What they do best? Everything. Sculpt, paint, accessories, and vehicles. Yeah, I mean, I feel like there was a time when Star Wars Black Series had some really great vehicles as well. They've gotten away from it. And I feel like with the made to order model on Pulse, we could get some more vehicles. That'd be pretty cool. But I feel like they've done most of the smaller scale vehicles, and it's like, Who wants a slave one? You want how much for it? And of course, the Millennium Falcon. I mean, X-Wing, I feel like is something we can still get, but whatever. Brian P. What Marvel Legends does right is the broad range of goofy characters they do. I never thought I would have figures of Egghead, Frogman, Stiltman, Armadillo, Disco Dazzler, and Hypno Hustler. Yeah, absolutely. What NECA does right are the extra heads and the accessories. With the Friday the 13th, part 4, Jason, I couldn't remember the corkscrew and hacksaw. Watched the movie again, I was like, oh, there it is. It's pretty cool. Justin Solo. Marvel Legends team does a great job of staying true to the characters for the most part, and the super fun posability and fun accessories. Nice, that is true. Justin also says Classified does a good job incorporating vehicles, and the figures are worth the price most of the time. Only G.I. Joe is Joe. Yeah, the value is for sure one of the best ones because I never feel like, gosh, this is such a ripoff of a price for this figure. And another one that has a great value is Mattel's WWE line. I say this, I'm sure you've heard me say it numerous times at this point, but when the prices started going up, Mattel got ahead of it and started implementing actual improvements and changes to their figures. Where it's like, whoa, this is pretty cool. So when they eventually had to raise their prices, it wasn't like, well, what are you doing to justify it? It's like, well, actually, we've been getting it already. So yeah, for sure. Rick Cage, Valorverse Action Force is great at making a classified complementary military action figure line at affordable prices. That's cool. And 4H, Forestman, Mythic and Cosmic Legions are superb at original designs that are kit bash friendly for collectors to make personal one of a kind figures. That's a good one. Now, let me catch up to the chat. There we go. Michael Solis says McFarlane monster figures are the best. That Arkham Monster Joker or the Arkham Killer Croc. And don't forget about that Man Bat. Yeah, those are pretty solid figures. All about the villains. I would not be surprised if 97 Beast is going to be at San Diego Comic Con. Yes, sir. Lawson. Ooh, Jeff. Maybe we can talk Tony Man and doing a new head sculpt for Our Man. That would be awesome. Because, gosh, I really like Our Man, and this figure is such a disappointment. I need a new cape, and a head sculpt would be awesome for him. And hopefully you can. Ultron and Yellow Jacket and the Vision. Those are good. Lawson. Jeffrey, he might be a bit beefy, but Adam Front Scarecrow might be my favorite look for that villain. He's I just imagine that he's just put a lot of straw in there. Maurice, still want to get that first appearance style Wolverine. Yeah, it's a really good figure. they've done some stuff. I mean, he still has pins, as you can see. Of course, I'm gonna still stay in focus until. Why does this never work? I need to see like actual good YouTubers and what they do for this because I can never get the focus in there. Just so there you go. He's got pins, and I mean they could do some other stuff now, but he's got great range of motion still. I mean, if he had that torso joint, that would make for a really cool one. I wouldn't mind buying an update on that one. Retro Robo for Marvel Legends. I absolutely love the depth of characters they release. While we moan about waiting for certain characters, who me? I have no doubt that we will end up getting everything we want. Hopefully, I don't know. I can imagine quite a bit. Lawson, one of the best things about Marvel Legends, I really do feel like they've improved in all areas. Better sculpt and paint, better selection of character choices, build a figure, executioner was a step up too. Can't disagree with that. Ski Raider, Action Force weapons, 100%. Brutal Realms, beefy articulation. A-Walk by Sparrow, also articulation and sculpts. Classified classic 6-inch Joes and animals and vehicles. It was awesomeness. Cannot deny that one. Henry G, my favorite line is definitely Classified series. They absolutely kill it with the HasLabs. That's true. What are they, like 4 for 4? Or I guess the Snowcat is the 4th one. But yeah, they've been awesome. Lawson, Classified's vehicles so far make me jonesing for a Dreadnought Thunder Machine. Absolutely. What up? Ski Raider. Rosetta Conan and Boss Fight, Red Sonja nailed the look. Legends nailed crazy 80s obscure ROM. Crystar and Warbo, keep them coming. Micronauts, yes, please. And then the Guardians version of the bug, too. Right on, my man. Ski Raider, Monster Force, awesome head sculpts and can be our favorite peeps is doppelgangers. Keep them coming. Thanks. Ronnie, I love the Operation Monster Force zombies. Sometimes the Joes get tired of fighting Cobra. Yeah, they got to mix it up. Lawson, I still love the NECA Sesame Street figures, though. Elvira figure is dope. That girl is dope. Lawson, the thing that McFarlane gets right, they actually do great female figures. For a guy who doesn't think female figures sell well, Todd's company certainly sells them out fast enough. Right. Ski Raider, McFarlane occasionally kills it. Black Adam movie figure with throne and custom soft goods, capes, hoodie, and swamp thing. 100. Lawson, that Wolverine is from the Hulk and Wolverine 2-pack. My all-time favorite 2-pack figure set ever. It's great. Jamelin, I personally think Delta 17 makes the best modern retro 118 figures. They may not be as detailed as the high-end lines like Joy Toy, but they feel like the most vintage G.I. Joes that they were made today. Yes, they are. Hopefully this weekend I can profile them. Hopefully. DJ Jedi, Marvel Legend wins on variety and deep cuts within its vast lore. Jaden Masterverse, best value for the price. Yeah, can't disagree with you on that one. I mean, it's like, wow, cool. Got all the stuff I need for these figures. McFarlane, super fan service to lovers of anything, Jokerized or Batman. Oh, this is your Sabretooth is Marvel Select one. How's it an articulation on that one? And Lawson, one of the best things Boss Fight Studio does, quality in every area. Best plastic, great sculpts, great accessories, nice paint, mostly color injected molds, always solid stuff. Justin Solo, only G.I. Joe is G.I. Joe. Maurice, I love the Transformers, Autobots, and Decepticons, and Hasbro always does the Decepticons in great colors. Long live Megatronus, the first Decepticon. Lawson, Four Horsemen does great sculpting. They always go the extra mile in sculpting, paint, and accessories. It's always cool. Marvel Legends' first appearance, Wolverine is a sucker, but he's a good figure. All right, let me see. Is there anything else that I wanted to break down and talk about before? Oh, right. So I almost forgot. I'm glad I did this check. So I got an email from Vincent Hall today, and I think some of you all are going to be very excited about it, but I know Vintage Bob is not here tonight. So the Executioner helmet is now ready, $10. So you can get it from Etsy at Whatnot Store. And there you go. So this is available. You can make that move and get it all set. So there you go. There are a couple looks at it, different perspectives. So you can add this to your collection. For everybody's been like, yo, I need the helmet for the Executioner. It is there and ready to go. So you can make that move. I know a bunch of y'all were asking about it. It's ready now. Ski Raider. Ramen working on stuff we want. Galaxy Rangers, Kit, Smokey and the Bandit car, and possibly figures. The Marshall, that 3-type tank, the awesome sewer diorama, the 8-scene van, the Punisher van, and more. Harry G, quick aside, did anyone get that Marvel Legends series Gameverse Punisher Nick Fury? And if anyone did, what are the opinions? Right. I don't think he's been here tonight. So hopefully he sees it. From what I've seen on that 2-pack, though, Henry G, it looks really cool. They look like they did a good job with them. And I'm trying to see because I feel like they were available on Retro Robo and they're sold out. So I was gonna go, hey, check it out there. But right now they're sold out. If you want them, as always, of course, let him know. Get it for a little cheaper. Is there anything else? No. Okay. I think that's it. I'm gonna wrap it up a little early tonight. Anything else? Nope, that's everything. All right, so cool. One more time, just as a quick reminder to everyone who hasn't done it yet. If you still want in on those giveaway items before March 5th, make sure to go hit up, follow Retro Robo Toys. If you purchase something from his site, make sure to put, if you want to use your 10 points for anything. So if you're like, hey, I want to get the Sentinel, I want to get the All Striker, I want to get the MMS, Deathstroke, Cable, X-Men 97, Desert Scorpion. And yeah, just make sure to put that in the special instructions. That will count to a giveaway. And also, I forgot to mention this very important part. Because I am putting names in there manually. If you buy something from Retro Robo Toys, your name will have a greater chance because I'm going to put your name in there 3 times. So make sure to tell Retro Robo, tell me that you did it. And that way, for any item that you attribute it to, so if you want the Sentinel and you buy something from Retro Robo, that counts as 3 times that your name can get in there. So just forgot that. But there you go. Lawson says, Ramen also now has the official license for the Centurions Power Extreme. And they're doing totally not mass vehicles that are next level. Nice. Snake Eyes. LPZZ figures are amazing. They're very posable and they look amazing. Nice. C Raider. Yes, Lawson Ramen is representing. Easy Reader. Thanks, Jeff. Have a good night, everybody. It was fun as always. Oh, man, they have Centurions. That's awesome. Yeah, David Thanos. Ski Raider, take care, y'all. Just order that Executioner helmet. Nice. Retro Robo, I'm starting to get people putting in those comments, Jeff, so I'll send them to you. Awesome. Very cool. But as always, night, folks, David Thanos. Did see the 18 van they did. What was the word on that one? I still have my original Centurions. I do too. I don't have any of the parts to them, but I still have them. Yo, Joe. Good night, guys. Bye, partners. Ramen may someday be our ticket to Galaxy Rangers and buying 6 figures. Ooh, ooh. Thanks for another fun Thursday. And all my guys, thank you, Henry G. Maurice, laters all. Stay safe. You too, my friend. Lefty, good night, all. And all about the films. 5K Toys says D Hunter figure for pre-order. Get it ASAP. One of the best. Yeah, absolutely. Good night, everyone. Tune in next week. And with that, I'm about to go too. So thank you all for hanging out. As always, Wednesday, me and the fellas will be back at it again with another Lyles Movie Files. We got to figure out our watch along for February, so stay tuned for that. I'll be back on next week, probably doing a reaction to whatever this new G.I. Joe Classified series reveal is, and more stuff to come as we start our countdown for Toy Fair. Can't wait to see all the new figures that are going to be revealed there. But for now, thank you so much for tuning in. This episode of Lyles Figure Files has been filed.